I'm an old school type guy, and I just believe that you're not going to get any NCC you get until you complete that, and that's when you earn it. And I just think once you earn it, you have a stronger appreciation for it. And it's old school, but I don't believe in you getting on campus from day one and me just flooding you with shorts and shoes and socks and dry fits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and you haven't earned it. So that's pretty much our motto, like it's earned, not given, and they don't receive any gear until they complete that process. We named it Eagle Storm. A lot of running, a lot of mental anguish, and they pretty much have to sort things out themselves. Like, I don't coach them, they get 4 timeouts, just like a game situation. They can use them however they want to. But the primary focus is for them to get to know each other, number one, know who's committed, who's dedicated, who they can count on, who they can trust, et cetera, et cetera. And we kind of use it as a team building experiment and a conditioning experiment, but also allowing us to become mentally tough.
I just need the toughest 5. The toughest 5 are the ones that play.
We had no idea what was coming our way. When we got that schedule, everybody, what's Eagle Storm? What is Eagle Storm? And no one had an exact answer, but it definitely made us a better team that day.
Do your job. Every man do his job. And that'll take that wall, those games, those wins, that'll take care of itself.
I learned that I could actually push through. When I felt like I couldn't run anymore, my teammates, they would have had to run if we would have missed. So I learned a little bit more about myself because of my teammates. They fought through for me, so I fought through for them.
Semifinals.
You can't relax and you can't take any game for granted. And while we were running sprints, some people took certain sprints for granted, and coach caught that. We can't coast at all. We gotta bring it every game, every sprint. Those 22s was just like a game. You gotta run them hard. You gotta give it your all, every one. One thing we were all yelling out there is to focus on one at a time. It's just like a game, just like a season. We gotta focus at one at a time.
Separate yourself on the chip.
You learn a lot about a person in general whenever adversity hits. Everybody is great when everything is good. That's not life. You see what I'm saying? Life is, I always say, is mostly about how you respond to adversity. So even through those sprints, even through that Eagle Storm, they're yelling at each other, which is good. It's typical. I think it's healthy, but eventually they have to find a way to communicate to one another, because they have to assess each other's what we call love language, and know who you can speak to in certain tones and who you cannot. So it's all a learning process through Eagle Storm that we all discover.